vessels. Sorry. Also, if they are combative, sometimes the hospitals will restrain them, okay? Or especially in forensic phlebotomy, they definitely restrain them, and they restrain them in the AC, okay? And on the waist, and a strap goes around their chest. So I have no access here. So then I try to look for something in the forearm, okay? Because also we can't do the hands because then they're doing this. Right? So it's not safe for me. So I really try to do here, if it's possible. If not, they'll just have to let go of one of the restraints, and then they'll just have to hold them down like this. Okay? So I can go in and do my job. Right? It does happen. All right? For children, I know you guys saw the image in the book where you have the parent help restrain the child. Okay? Same thing. All right? You got to do what you have to do, right? Okay, do you have any questions on that? Okay. So I've located my vein, and then what's the next thing? Yes, you want to clean the site, okay? I'm gonna use this cephalic just because you guys have really favored his median cubital vein. Okay, but typically I would use what? The median cubital. Okay. So while the site is drying, I'm going to what?
Assemble your equipment.
Yes, assemble your equipment. So the butterflies have this long tubing. Okay? So it has air in the tubing. So if I'm collecting blood culture bottles with a butterfly, which bottle do I need to collect first? Aerobic. Okay, because we have to prime the tubing, right? And we don't want to introduce any oxygen or air into what? The anaerobic bottles. Okay? Now, what if I'm collecting, my first tube is a light blue tube. It's a coagulation specimen, and I'm using a butterfly. What do I need to do?
Use a discard.
Yes, I need to make sure I either get 2 light blue tubes, and I use one as a discard, okay? And once I prime the tubing, then I collect my actual sample, okay? If you don't do that, what's going to happen is that these tubes are going to be underfilled, okay? Because of the air that's in the tube, right? So it's going to be underfilled, and the lab is going to definitely kick it back, okay? So you have to prime the tubing and use a discard tube first, okay? Or use a light blue tube that you can discard, all right? And then get your actual light blue and then start collecting your samples, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so the way I assembled it, these things tend to really easily pop off. This one here from the clear. So you gotta make sure when you assemble it, it's nice and tight. So while you're drawing blood, it doesn't pop off, okay? And then that's how you do it. All right, in the AC, and it's still the same bevel up. In the AC, I like to use the one wing method. When I'm in the hand, I like to pinch both. Whatever works for you, okay? Whatever technique you want to use, that's fine, okay? But I like to use the one wing technique when I go inside the AC, and I'll use 2 when I'm in the hand because the hand, I need all the control I can get, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so I assembled my equipment. I have my tubes. What's the next thing? Yeah, you're gonna reapply the tourniquet. All right, so this is how I like to hold my tubes. My butterfly. Okay, because you don't want to dangle it here because it can get caught on me, or it can get caught on the patient. Anything can happen, okay? So I'm going to hold it with my pinky here, and I'm going to use these 3 fingers as support, and I'm going to use this thumb to anchor. You see how I did that? And then I have my wing here, okay? Bevel up. So I'm going to anchor, and I'm just going to slide. Ay, no te muevas. I'm going to slide that needle in. I let go of my anchor from here, and I'm holding that wing down. Okay, you see that? And then I'm going to grab my tube, and then I'm going to puncture it with one hand. And then release my tourniquet because I've established blood flow.
Do you not tape the butterfly in place?
No, you don't have to. That's for like those bigger, blood donation or plasma donation, okay? But for routine blood collection procedures, you can use your finger, the thumb that you're anchored with, okay? So I've collected my first specimen. I'm going to bring the tube back, the hub back to my pinky, and I'm going to release the tube. You see how I did that? Then I'm going to grab my lavender tube, my next tube, and I'm going to bring it. I'm not puncturing it yet. I'm just bringing it in the hub, okay? And then I'm going to what? Pop it in. You see that? I'm still in the lumen of the ring. Even though I released the tourniquet, I'm still in the lumen, okay? So once that fills up, dame otro tubo, un lavender. Oh, no, don't.
Yo tengo el guante recién puesto.
Let's see what happened. Yeah, it was a tube. You see that?
Mhm.
No es el tubo. Okay.
Ahí está.
See, so it's just like slowly flowing in. No. Dame otro tubo. Un rojo.
Aquí me rojo. Ahí sí.
No, tampoco. Es que oh, aquí está. Okay. So también, si puedes o si quieres, puedes usar esta mano and then just bring it out like this. Okay. And then you're gonna grab your gauze and just lay it over the needle. Okay. You're not going to put any pressure. You see this base right here with the butterfly needle? You're going to pull the base out and then slide or glide the butterfly safety onto the needle.
Okay.
Just like that, okay? You see? I did it all with one hand. And you don't want to leave your butterflies unattended, okay? You can't just stick the needle in there and then let go. Okay, and then start trying to collect your tubes. Okay, you have to, per CLSI, always keep that needle held down or taped down. Okay, so you don't ever want to leave it unattended. Okay, so while I'm applying pressure, I'm going to invert my tubes. Okay, especially those lavender tubes, and then I'm going to spin them down so you guys can see the serum in the plasma. Okay. And then you're going to check the site and ensure that the bleeding has stopped. Voy a usar esto. And then you're going to grab your tape or gauze or whatever. I don't have any more of the blue one. Is there blue gauze anywhere for the Cobam? Voy a poner esto just in case. Okay. So I'm going to centrifuge them. And the way you centrifuge them is, okay, I'm going to show you guys. Come over here. So you have to make sure that the blood is still alive, okay? Before putting it in. Okay?